Turning point in Fever season came an historic win after Sophie Cunningham's injury. Fight or flight. Stephanie White needed a moment to collect herself to regroup before entering the visitors' locker room at Mohegan Sun Arena on August 17. Already without Caitlin Clark and 10 days removed from losing Aari McDonald and Colson to season-ending injuries in the same game, the Fever lost another key piece when Sophie Cunningham had to be helped off the floor with a knee injury in the second quarter, adding literal injury to the insult of a 48-29 halftime deficit versus the lowly Connecticut Sun. It's just like, are you kidding me? God, what are you trying to teach us right now? White said Wednesday on IndyStar's Fever Insider Live. The vibes were beginning to bottom out by that point of the season. The Fever were within reach of second place in the WNBA standings a week earlier, but the nightmare in the desert was followed by a disastrous homestand that left them 2 games above 500 and clinging to a playoff spot. As Cunningham grabbed her knee and yelled in agony from underneath the basket, it felt like we were witnessing the unofficial end of Indiana's playoff aspirations. But White's confidence never wavered. She recalled telling her team they'd been dealt a really crappy hand, but had to persevere. This is what we do. This is what you have to do. You get 2 choices in life when you're hit with adversity. It's fight or flight. And I knew we were going to fight. White continued. Win, lose, or draw, whatever that meant, we were not going to give in to circumstance. We were not going to give in to our feelings in that moment. What followed has been well documented. The Fever orchestrated the largest comeback in franchise history, storming back from a 21-point deficit to capture a 99-93 overtime victory. Among the game's heroes were point guard Odyssey Sims, who looked fully settled in after signing her initial 7-day hardship contract the week before, and veteran forward Brianna Turner, who'd fallen out of the rotation, but came off the bench and played key minutes defensively, a role she reprised throughout the team's run to the WNBA semifinals. It was a remarkable display of resiliency and a turning point in the Indiana Fever's 2025 campaign. That innate ability to fight through and overcome became the expectation, the norm. The Connecticut comeback showed our group what we're capable of doing, White said. It doesn't matter the score, it doesn't matter the circumstance. We just have to come together, and whether we win or not, how we play and how we represent everybody we had lost up until that point mattered, and we had to keep showing up in that way. Asked how she maintained her composure, White pointed to life experience, emphasizing the importance of maintaining perspective. She described herself as a problem solver and explained how focusing on the problem allowed her to keep her head above water and avoid getting fully caught up in the emotions of the moment. That doesn't mean I didn't go home afterwards and drown, right? She said. It also helped that White was able to lean on her entire staff to help lift her up in those moments. Leadership is best as a collaborative effort, White said, and given her familiarity and trust with her entire staff, she was able to lead from different positions throughout the season and didn't always have to be at the forefront. I was allowed to lead from the side at times, she continued. I believe we have 3 head coaches on our staff, assistants Brian January, Austin Kelly, and Karima Christmas Kelly. And they would take it and run with it and lift me up. Not everyone has the ability and is surrounded by the people that do that. I'm very fortunate that I am. The same approach could be seen among the players, White observed, recalling players, healthy and injured alike, stepping up to lead in the huddle. She recalled specifically handing the clipboard to Colson and allowing her to draw plays. That's the type of team we had and the type of culture we want. White smiled. It's collective, it's collaborative, and our team really embodied that.